Hello friends, this is part 3 of acids, bases and salts. You know well, in part 2 we have discussed some chemical properties of acids and bases, where we have discussed the definition of acid and base according to the Arrhenius theory, and we have seen what is ionic dissociation, and we have seen the difference between the hydrogen ion and hydronium ion, and we have seen the formation of acids and bases. And then we concluded that non-metallic oxides, when they are added to water, will get acids. When metallic oxides are added to water, we get bases. Now we will see the reaction of acids with metals. Reaction of acids with metals. In our previous unit, chemical equations, there we have discussed an activity. What is that activity? Take a conical flask, and there you are adding there you are taking some zinc granules. In that you are adding some amount of aqueous or diluted HCl. Then you are getting you have observed the liberation of hydrogen. The same activity once again we will discuss here. Take a boiling tube which is closed with a two-hole rubber stopper. Two-hole rubber stopper. And through one hole you are arranging one thistle funnel. And through another hole you are arranging one delivery tube, where its second end is opened in another glass trough which is filled with soap water. It is filled with soap water. The second end of this delivery tube is in soap water. So here in this boiling tube, you are taking some zinc granules, and through this thistle funnel you are taking some amount of HCl. You are adding aqueous solution of the HCl. So imagine you are going on adding. You have to add HCl to zinc till the thistle funnel is dipped in the solution. Now after some time you can see some bubbles will be formed in the soap water. You know well, the bubbles are the evidence for the gases. So some gases are formed. When you place a burning splinter near these gases, this burning splinter put off with a pop sound. Put off with a pop sound. What does it mean? The liberated gas is hydrogen. So what happened here? You have taken HCl and you have added this HCl to zinc. Then as a result you got hydrogen gas along with zinc chloride. So when you are adding acid to metals, then ZnCl2 is a salt and hydrogen gas is formed. This is the general equation for reaction between the acids and metals. When acids are added to metals, then they give salt plus hydrogen gas. This is what the reaction between the acids and metals. And the second one, when you are adding the bases to metals, what happened? When you are adding a base to a metal. Base to a metal also the same reaction, you'll get salt plus hydrogen, but remind that these reactions are very less in number because already bases consists of metals. Again reaction between the metals will not be taken place. Generally when metal compounds and metals are reacted, then replacement reactions or displacement reactions will be taken place. A very common example, we will take sodium hydroxide, a base is treated with a metal zinc, then we will get Na2ZnO2 plus hydrogen gas. This Na2ZnO2 is its name is sodium zincate. This formula is important to us with respect to the examination. When acids are reacted to metals, treated with metals, or when bases are treated with metals, we get the same thing, that is salt plus hydrogen gas will get. This is one kind of reaction of acids with metals. The other set of reaction we will discuss now. The reaction between acids and carbonates or bicarbonate. This is the most important reaction with respect to the final examination. Number of times it is asked to us in 2 marks question as well as in the 4 marks question. Carbonates and bicarbonates. Reaction between acids and carbonates or bicarbonates. What happens? Let us take a half gram of sodium carbonate. Half gram of sodium carbonate. Na2CO3. Or else you take a half gram of sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3. Okay. So it's an apparatus, the activity apparatus. We need a retort stand. I'm taking a retort stand. Where retort stand, let's suppose this is a retort stand, and here is the clamp, the retort stand clip, and here we will take a boiling tube. Closed with a 2-hole rubber stopper. Closed with 2-hole rubber stopper. And through one hole, already as we said, we are taking thistle funnel. Through one hole, we are taking a thistle funnel. Through another hole, we'll take a delivery tube or a discharge tube. See that the thistle funnel must be of more length. Thistle funnel must be of more length, and discharge tube should be of less length, so that discharge tube should not dip in the solution whatever we are taking in the boiling tube. And here we are taking another test tube or the boiling tube, which is closed with a single hole rubber stopper. Closed with a single hole rubber stopper. Okay. Now let us take this 0.5 grams of Na2CO3 added to water, or 0.5 grams of Na2CO3 we are taking in this. Let us suppose these are the granules, this red color are the Na2CO3 Na2CO3 అనుకోండి or NaHCO3 అనుకోండి, any one of these two, no trouble. Then from here we are taking acid, that is, let us suppose I am taking HCl acid, aqueous solution of the, it's a diluted HCl acid, right? As this acid is reacted with sodium carbonate or sodium bicarbonate, then you can see the reaction will be taken place. The result of that reaction will be studied here in the another tube, where in this you are taking calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide, where this calcium hydroxide is very commonly known as lime water. Lime water. Calcium oxide ni, calcium oxide అంటే సున్నం సార్, గోడలకు వేసే సున్నం ఉంటుంది కదా, దట్ ఈస్ కాల్షియం ఆక్సైడ్కి వాటర్ యాడ్ చేసినప్పుడు then you will get calcium hydroxide. When you are adding calcium oxide to water, then you are getting calcium hydroxide. This calcium hydroxide is known as lime water, right? Now what happens here? When these gases enters into the another tube in which lime water is present, then what happens? Then the color of this lime water will be changed. How the color of this lime water changes? Lime water has the lime water is general plain white color it will be, but it completely turns into milky white. Completely turns into milky white. పాల వలె తెల్లగా మారిపోతుంది లైమ్ వాటర్. జనరల్గా వైట్ కలర్లో ఉంటుంది, బట్ నాట్ ప్యూర్ లైక్ మిల్క్. But when these gases enters into lime water, then the lime water is completely turns into milky white. This way of converting of lime water into milky white is possible only to the carbon dioxide gas. Lime water milky white look turn చేసేది కేవలం కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ గ్యాస్ మాత్రమే. So then you can understand what reaction has been taken place here. Here Na2CO3 sodium carbonate, when it is added to HCl, or when there is a reaction between the Na2CO3 and HCl, then we are getting NaCl plus H2O plus CO2, carbon dioxide. At the same reaction you can take by bicarbonate NaHCO3 plus HCl. The same reaction, though it is a carbonate or bicarbonate, there is no change in the reaction except the proportion of the molecules will be changed. NaCl plus H2O plus CO2. So what is NaCO3 or Na2CO3 here? It is carbonate or bicarbonate. Carbonate or bicarbonate. Added to what? Acid. Then what you are getting? NaCl is a salt plus H2O water. Then carbon dioxide gas. And ఏం జరిగింది ఇప్పుడు? What is the reaction between the acids and carbonates? When acids are treated with carbonates or bicarbonates, then we'll get salt, water and carbon dioxide gas. How do you confirm that that is a carbon dioxide gas? That is, carbon dioxide gas can convert the lime water into milky white. What is lime water? Lime water is calcium hydroxide. How the reaction is taken place here? Now see, when calcium hydroxide is added to carbon dioxide, then you'll get CaCO3, calcium carbonate is a precipitate, and H2O. Calcium carbonate, it is a milky white color. It is a milky white. This is the most important activity in with respect to our final examination. Right? Calcium hydroxide is added to carbon dioxide, then calcium carbonate plus water. This is the reaction between acids with carbonates or bicarbonates. When acids are treated with carbonates or bicarbonates, then we will get salt, water and carbon dioxide. With respect to half mark question also, it is important to us. With respect to 1 mark question, with respect to 2 mark question, with respect to 4 mark question, it is the most important question to us. Right. Now the third type of reaction we will see. That is the reaction between acid and base. This is also most important reaction between acid and base. Let us take an example of an acid HCl, which is very commonly known to us, hydrochloric acid plus base sodium hydroxide. Very simple equation it is. You know that sodium combines with chlorine, then you are getting NaCl. This hydrogen will combine with this OH, then you will get H2O. HCl plus NaOH gives rise to NaCl plus H2O. This HCl is acid. This NaOH is a base, and NaOH is a base. NaCl is a salt, and H2O is a water. Salt. ఇందులో H plus ions ఉండవు, OH minus ions ఉండవు. Right? So you are getting neither acid nor base. You are getting the salt and water. Hence these reactions means reaction between acid and base. These reactions are called as neutralization reactions. Neutralization reaction. Any two acids, any acid or any base you may take. Any acid and any base, you'll get salt and water. For example, you have taken H2SO4, let us suppose. And let us take a base magnesium hydroxide, MgOH taken twice. Then what you are getting, this magnesium combines with the sulfate, then you'll get MgSO4, right? And this hydrogen, this OH minus ions will combine, will form H2O. Right. This is magnesium sulfate is a salt. So acid and base togetherly forming salt and water. These reactions are known as neutralization reactions. Reaction between acid and base. In the same way, whenever an acid combines with metallic oxides, or whenever a base combines with non-metallic oxides. In our previous session we have discussed metallic oxides will form the bases. Acids, metallic oxides are basic in nature, so bases. Then what you get? Salt and water. Bases, non-metallic oxides. Non-metallic oxides are generally acidic in nature. So bases and acids will form the what? Salt and water. See, metallic oxide with acid. CuO, metallic oxide. Let us suppose cupric oxide is added to acid, HCl. Then what you are getting? You'll get the chloride of copper and H2O. Any base, NaOH, combines with non-metallic oxide, CO2. Non-metallic oxide is CO2. So then you will get Na2CO3 plus H2O. Right? Any base when you are adding to carbon dioxide, so non-metallic oxide. Carbon is a non-metal, carbon dioxide is a non-metallic oxide. Right? It forms salt and water. When acids are added to metallic oxides, HCl is an acid, added to metallic oxide, then you are getting salt plus water. So here either acid is reacting with base, or acid is reacting with metallic oxides, or base is reacting with non-metallic oxides. In all these cases, we will get salt and water. These all are the examples of neutralization reactions. Thank you, children. In next session, we will discuss about pH scale. Thank you very much. Bye bye.